Sorry, is my video showing? What happened to my system? Okay, sorry. Okay. Good evening, everybody. You are welcome to today's Zoom meeting. And if you are joining us for the first time or you have been joining us before, kindly invite your friends. We are starting in a few minutes time. Kindly invite your friends, your loved ones. Let them join us right now because we are starting now. And this is a lifetime opportunity. You wouldn't want to miss it, and you wouldn't want your friends, your families, your colleagues, and your loved ones to miss it. So kindly invite them before we start in full and let them join us. And if you know you are joining this meeting for the first time, or you have been joining before, kindly go to the chat box and drop the name of the person that invited you. I'm very sure somebody invited you to this Zoom meeting. So kindly go to the chat box. You are going to see somewhere down on your phone or your laptop or your tablet, you are going to see where you have chat or where you have a sign of message. So just kindly go there and write in the chat box who invited you while we proceed with today's meeting. But before we go forward, I will quickly like to play us a video that will be enlightening. So kindly go with us. Okay, thank you very much for watching that video. So the video you just saw now is live from our head office in Belarus, where the constructions and the test sites, where everything is going on. So like I said before, thank you for coming, for joining us. Kindly go to the chat box and drop the name of the person that invited you. I'm sure somebody told you about this meeting, or you saw it on a group chat, or you saw it somewhere and you came with us this evening. So kindly drop it as we move on. My name is Deborah Oyeyemi, and I'm a cold market personnel for Sky World Community Lagos office, and I'll be moderating today's Zoom meeting. And today's Zoom meeting is going to be a very wonderful one because the speaker for today is the communication manager for Skyward Community Lagos, Nigeria. So he will be speaking to us on the Skyway Stream Transport Technology, the benefits, the advantages, and why we should key into this opportunity. But before he comes on, I would just like to quickly give us a briefing on what Skyway Stream Transport Technology is. It is the transport system that is here to take over 50% of the world's transportation system. You might be wondering, okay, you just saw the video. It is like the train means of transportation, but this one is not just a normal train that moves on the ground. It is elevated above the ground, and it is built with artificial intelligence. This invention came into place in the year 1977 by author and designer engineer Anatoly Yunitsky. Why did he come up with this innovation? He saw that, okay, in the next 10 years, in the next 5, 20 years, the world will be so populated and we'll have much people on our road transport system, even by air or by sea. And everywhere will be congested, and we'll need something that can relieve, that can be cost effective, that can help the world at large. That was why I came up with this technology that, okay, why don't we have the train that is the safest means? Why don't we have it elevated above the ground? Even as we say the train means of transportation is the safest, at times it derails from its track. So it does not generally means it is the safest. But he came up with this idea that, okay, what if we have this train means of transportation with anti-derailment properties? These are mechanisms that will make the train move without derailing from its track. And when we have this train movement suspended above the ground, we have a kind of dedicated track structure. And this transportation system I'm talking about this evening, it is built with artificial intelligence, which makes it free and void of human errors. It is fast. We have different models of this transport system. So when I mean it is fast, it depends on the kind of distance. For instance, we have the ones that run intrastate, that means within a state. We have the ones that run interstate, for instance, from Lagos to Abuja. It runs at about 500 kilometers per hour. And within 40 minutes, you are already there. You're already in Abuja if you're going from Lagos, or if you are coming from Abuja to Lagos. Within 40 minutes, you're in Lagos. And there's no waiting time. You don't have to get to the station and be waiting for like 1 hour, 2 hours because the weather is not favorable or because something is going on. No, it is driverless. So there's no need for, we are waiting for the driver, he went to eat. We are waiting for the conductor. If he does not pay, the Agbero will not move. No, it is built with artificial intelligence. It can pilot itself automatically. It is fast. It is safe. It is affordable. The example of Lagos to Abuja I'm giving, we cost about 5,000 naira. If you are going by road, you know how much you are going to spend on this transportation system. On the road means nothing less than 15K as it may be. If you are going by air, 60K, 70K. And we have a transport system that is coming, that is not just coming, is already in existence, because right now, the video I played to you before starting is our test park at Belarus. We have this technology, we have our site in Shajao where construction is going on heavily. And even at Belarus, people go there every year to, celebrate this great invention. So this is a transportation system that every one of us should be a part of, because number one, you are not just coming in to invest and make profits. You are coming in and it's going to make the world a better place, because it's an eco-free system, a system whereby is not going to be causing pollution. You know how the road is.
I can't hear what she's saying.
Going on the way, exhaust from cars, from buses, even trucks, containers and the rest. All these things are not good for the environment, but this transport system is coming with an eco-free system whereby it is powered by electricity. You don't have to pour petrol inside or kerosene or any form of crude oil. You don't have to use it with the vehicle because it is an electric kind of transportation system. So this is what we have come to present to you today. A transportation system that has been invented since the year 1977, and it has been consistent since till date. That's about 41 years ago. And the pre-development started in the year 2014. That's about 7 years now. So it's something that it is sustainable, because I know a lot of times people ask that, okay, what's the assurance that this thing is going to last, that this thing is real? For something to go through 41 years and the inventor himself is still consistent, is not deviating from what he has proposed, that means it is something you and I can come in and become a partner of. We can come in and become an investor and become a co-owner of this technology. Not only that, for you to know how sincere the technology is, the United Nations, within the year 1978 and 2012, they saw, wow, this is beautiful. And they gave grants 2 times for the United Nations to look into a project or a technology or a product and give grants to it. That means they have seen something even we as normal individuals that we cannot see. Not only that, even the United Arab Emirates, like that I said, right now we have constructions going on heavily in Shajao. They also, when in 2018, when an exhibition was carried out there, they also, they embraced this technology. And on the same day, the king of Sharjah invested $250 million to, forward the because of this technology. So this evening, I would like to encourage you. I've said earlier, if you are joining us for the first time, this is a good one. In fact, if you have invested before, this is an opportunity for you to invest again, because there's going to be an information that will be coming across to us. We are already ending this set, like this part of stage 14. We're already coming to an end of it, and we are moving to the next level. So this is a time whereby you have to really put in your best. If you have more money you are keeping somewhere for something, bring it out, invest this money, because you are not just investing it for your own benefit. You will profit from it, you will get dividends, you will benefit, and also your children, your loved ones for generations to come, they will also get proceeds from this technology you are coming in today. So without saying much more, because I know the host for today, in fact, is loaded and is ready to give it to us hot. So just be ready, use your seatbelt, and ride on with us. I've told you before, if you are coming in for the first time or if you are just joining us, go to the chat box and write down the name of the person that invited you. Please kindly do that. Write it down. Just write maybe invited by so person. Write it there. If you don't know where the chat box is, kindly go to the down part of your phone. You see like a message icon. Click on it, or where you have more options, click on it and you see the message there. And if you cannot join us right now, or you want to send it to somebody that is not available, we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Just go to that chat box also. You are going to see the link there where you can join the Zoom meeting live on YouTube. So thank you very much. And I'm going to be inviting the speaker for today, the person of Mr. Abiola, is the communication manager for Skyward Community Lagos office. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Deborah. In fact, you have blown us away with so many information, and it's a wonderful time, being on this Zoom meeting tonight. I'm sure we have so many people on this Zoom meeting from part of African countries, like we have from Zimbabwe, we have from Cote d'Ivoire, we have from Ghana, from Kenya, and all African countries are there with us, on this Zoom meeting today. And thank you so much. It has been, a wonderful ride, even with what my co-presenter has been saying since morning. It has actually blown us away with so many information that Skyway, as we be so proud. The community of Skyway will be so proud because of what she has actually dished out. We also have one of our biggest and the toppest, investor in the room. I love this man so much. He's a wonderful, he's a wonderful mentor. Anytime I look at this man, I'm always amazed, and I'm always give thanks to God that I come in contact with this wonderful, great and man. Quickly, we'll be going to Skyway String Transportation Technology, now known as UNESCO String Transportation Technology. Now, this particular forum we are in, we are like a community, which is called Skyward Community. Now, everybody are coming to this community to do one or two things. I can see from the chat room that some people are saying they cannot hear. So please, co-host, kindly put the instruction on what they need to do on the Zoom link. Please tell them how they can go about it to hear what the technology is all about. Thank you so much. So like I was saying, it's wonderful to be on this Zoom meeting tonight. Like I said, we are like a community, a group of people coming together to achieve a particular purpose or a particular, aim. And the reason why everyone is here tonight at this Zoom meeting is because of one purpose. And the question is, what is this purpose of coming to this Zoom meeting? I tell you, most of the time, some people think it's because of money. Let me tell you one thing. The best way to actually make wealth, the best way to accumulate wealth, the best way, to have wealth coming to you is by solving people's problem and making sure that this world, we have it in a better place. Now, let's break it down. Why are we here? We are here because of one thing: Skyway String Transportation Technology, which is now Uniski String Transportation Technology. Why Uniski String Transportation Technology? Of course, we have so many transportation. We have the rail, we have the sea, which is our ship. We have our cars, which are walking on the road. We also have our airplane, which can move faster from one jurisdiction to another. For instance, if you are going from Lagos to Abuja, with your airplane, less than 1 hour, you get to Abuja. And, at the comfort of your money, which you are spending. Now, Skyway String Transportation Technology. What is the aim? What is the purpose? Why Uniski String Transportation Technology? Let me quickly share my screen and show you something. Let me just quickly share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my screen now. I hope you can see my screen. Okay, please, I want you to, because my co-hosts have shown you so many videos, but I want you to watch this video. I just want you to watch this video and see what this technology is all about again. Just watch this video carefully and you will see what I am talking about. I hope you can hear the volume.
1. Il faut encourager l'innovation.
Okay. Okay, we are starting now. I hope you can hear the volume. I hope you can hear the volume. Okay.
Du transport.
Bienvenue dans le futur.
Selon les versions, ces cabines pourront transporter de 6 à 30 personnes et leur fréquence pourra s'adapter au nombre de passagers.
Ce qui veut dire qu'au lieu d'avoir un énorme bus où 100 personnes se retrouvent compressées comme des sardines dans une boîte, là on peut envoyer les cabines les unes après les autres.
Électrique et silencieux, ce métro suspendu à des câbles pourrait connecter des immeubles dans des centres densément peuplés comme Dubaï, mais aussi relier des villes entre elles sur de plus longues distances, comme l'imagine ce clip de promotion.
Il est possible de le faire fonctionner dans le désert, des zones inondées ou des reliefs difficiles d'accès.
Déjà connue en montagne, cette technologie simple et efficace n'a pas besoin de pilote pour fonctionner.
Une pièce comme celle-ci est faite pour superviser 50 à 100 véhicules, puisque quasiment tout est automatique.
Une solution adaptable pour le transport du fret. Selon ses inventeurs, ce mode de déplacement serait l'un des moins chers au monde, avec un coût, hors construction, de $1 pour 100 tonnes déplacées par kilomètre.
Ce que nous faisons, c'est de quitter le niveau du sol qui est surencombré avec des gens, des embouteillages, des bus, avec tout. Et nous allons au niveau supérieur qui, Dieu merci, est encore disponible. Sans détruire la nature ou les constructions existantes et sans émettre de gaz, nous offrons une solution économique et écologique.
Cette installation est financée par le centre d'innovation de Sharjah, l'une des villes les plus embouteillées des Émirats. Avec un budget d'1 milliard d'euros par an, les autorités veulent attirer les startups étrangères à la recherche de capitaux.
Les Émirats ont une stratégie, à l'horizon 2030, de passer d'une économie basée sur le pétrole à une économie de la connaissance. 1. Il faut encourager l'innovation. 2. Financer scientifiques et entrepreneurs. 3. Se concentrer sur les nouvelles technologies comme l'intelligence artificielle, la blockchain, l'impression 3D. Et 4. Créer des entreprises qui viendront enrichir notre pays.
Les villes émiriennes de Sharjah et de Dubaï devraient être les premières au monde à installer ce téléphérique urbain. Une étape avant d'exporter ce moyen de transport à l'étranger. Aux portes du désert, un système de téléphérique urbain est testé à grande échelle. Suspendues à des câbles, ces cabines sont capables de se déplacer d'une station à l'autre à la vitesse de 150 km/h. Pour cet ingénieur russe, c'est l'avenir du transport.
Bienvenue dans le futur.
Selon les versions, ces cabines pourront transporter de 6 à 30 personnes et leur fréquence pourra s'adapter au nombre de passagers.
Ce qui veut dire qu'au lieu d'avoir un énorme bus où 100 personnes se retrouvent compressées comme des sardines dans une boîte, là on peut envoyer les cabines les unes après les autres.
Électrique et silencieux, ce métro suspendu à des câbles pourrait connecter des immeubles dans des centres densément peuplés comme Dubaï, mais aussi relier des villes entre elles sur de plus longues distances, comme l'imagine ce clip de promotion.
Il est possible de le faire fonctionner dans le désert, des zones inondées
Thank you. If you can
ou des
see this
reliefs
video very
difficiles
well, you can see
d'accès.
that this video is actually displaying
Déjà
so
connue en
many
montagne,
things.
cette technologie simple et
Now, what
efficace
I want
n'a
you
pas
to
besoin
take
de
note
pilote pour
about this video
fonctionner.
is look at the modules of this new transportation technology.
Une pièce comme celle-ci est faite pour superviser 50 à 100 véhicules,
Working
puisque quasiment tout est automatique.
to make sure that this
Une
technology
solution
run. You can
adaptable
see
pour
the
le
container,
transport du fret.
the unicorn, they won't
Selon
call
ses
unicorn.
inventeurs,
You can see
ce
it.
mode de déplacement serait
This
l'un
is
des moins
when
chers au
these
monde, avec un
modules
coût hors construction
was tested.
de $1 pour 100 tonnes
These,
déplacées par
all these
kilomètre.
modules that you are seeing have been patented.
Ce que nous faisons, c'est de
Now,
quitter le niveau du
why
sol qui est
must
surencombré
this
avec des gens,
technology
des
run
embouteillages, des
all
bus,
over the world?
avec tout.
One
Et
thing,
nous allons au niveau
one thing,
supérieur qui, Dieu merci,
is
est encore
what?
disponible.
Is to, you know, stop all the ozone layer destroy. Over time, you see
Sans détruire la nature,
you know,
les
moving
constructions
towards
existantes et
into the
stockées,
air,
nous offrons
and,
une solution.
so many other things.
Cette instrument est financé par le Centre d'innovation de Sharjah, l'une
And
télé
that
avec
is
un budget
why
d'1
you can
milliard
see
d'euros
the
par an.
intensity
Les
of the
autorités
sun,
veulent attirer les
which is
startups
too
étrangères
high
à la recherche de
because
capitaux.
the ozone layer has been destroyed.
Les
But
Émirats ont
with
une
this
stratégie,
new
à l'horizon
transportation
2030,
technology,
de passer d'une économie
all
basée sur
this
le
will be
pétrole
eradicated.
à une économie de la connaissance.
This is
1. Il faut encourager l'innovation. 2.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry about that. So just like I said, Ayodele Abiola James is my name, a communication manager in Skyway String Transportation Technology. Presenting to you tonight, Uniski String Transportation Technology that is elevated above the ground. And as you can see on my screen, this is the new module of transportation that we are presenting to you tonight. The technology that has come to take about 50% of the world transportation system. This is going to be mind-blowing. A new transportation that is going to, when they say something disrupt the market, this technology is going to disrupt the market. Why? Because it has the capacity and the capability to do so. And as we go on, you will see the reason why I say that this technology has that capacity and the tenacity to do that. Quickly, let me just quickly show you some of the modules of this new transportation technology. And as you can see on my screen, you can see the one called the Unicar. Now, the Unicar, which has the speed up to 150 kilometers per hour. The capacity of this Unicar that we are talking about is about 6 to 8 people, which have the performance of 50,000, per hour in a day. This is mind-blowing. This is going to change the transportation industry. Now, we have another one, which is called the double rail unibus. Now, what is the function of the double rail unibus? It is to merge some of the modules together to carry people, which will make them to move from one place to another. You can see the articulated numbers of people, which have about 84 to 168 people, per day. And the performance of carrying people per hour is 50,000. The same thing goes with the one called Unibike. You can see the Unibike. The Unibike are for people, probably for private people who just want to be, ride alone, probably 2 people in a module, which want to ride alone. And we still have the capacity of 1 to 5 people with a performance of 20,000 people in a day. Just imagine it. Imagine the modules, just one module that can take about 20,000 people per day. Imagine you have it plenty. Imagine you have the hundreds. Imagine you have the thousands. How many people do you think this capacity will take in a day? It is going to be mind-blowing. I showed you the video earlier. We have the one for Unicorn, the one that will be carrying container. Yes, now you see, trailer, killing people, destroying the roads, and so many other things. But with this Unicorn, it saves people's life. It helps people, not to die unnecessarily. It helps people, to move from one place to another with peace. Many people could not travel as a result of bad roads. Why? Because we have all our trailers on the road. They are too busy in the road, destroying all the infrastructure that has been in existence. Now, let's move. We have another one, which is called the monorail unibus. Just all this transportation that you are seeing, they have different functions and different, modules. Now, look at this high-speed unibus. This high-speed unibus, it is amazing. When I say it is amazing, let me tell you one of the functions of this high-speed unibus. Do you know that this high-speed unibus will take you from Lagos to Abuja? For those who are living in Nigeria, it will take you from Lagos to Abuja in less than 40-50 minutes. Guess how much you'll be paying? You will be paying less than 5,000 naira. Tell me now, even your normal transportation now, which is the commuter that take people, the interstate from one place to another, you hardly see them now going with 5,000 naira as their fee. Some of them have increased as a result. They will tell you as a result of fuel scarcity, as a result of inflation in this fuel, as a result of bad roads and all that. They do all that and they charge you heavily. And you know one funny thing? You will not even enjoy your traveling because of the bad roads. But with high-speed unibus, I tell you, in fact, you won't even know when you get to Abuja. I'm sure many people, sometimes when people traveled, you see them sleep. This will give you the comfort that you ever need. Because you know why? The upholstery of this Unispeed is mind-blowing. You need to sit and see how comfortable this Unibus high speed is. It is mind-blowing. Now, let's talk about the Unitruck. This Unitruck that you are seeing is the one that will be carrying all your loads. You don't need any trailer to start carrying load again. All we need is Unitruck. And Unitruck take it from the warehouse or from the location that is taking it from to where it's taking it to. just moving from one place to another without disrupting anything. Now we have the unit trans. What does this unit trans do? It carries some of the, sometimes we have raw materials which use in repairing roads, in, building, what we call large factories and all that. This is the work of unit trans. It helps to carry them from one location to another without using your land road. These are the functions of these modules. Now, let's quickly go straight. Let's talk about the advantages. Now, the question is, what are the advantages of this new transportation technology that we are talking about? Now, the number one is that no more air pollution and noise pollution. What do we mean? I'm sure you know, for those who know train very well, for those who have seen train very well, you will see that when train is going or moving, you will see the heavy noise and destroying the ozone layer. You will see the flame and the air, polluting all the places. And you like, what's happening? What's going on? And you know one funny thing about that? When train is moving, they stop all cars. Everything be stand still until a train moves. But do you know what? With skyways change transportation technology, in fact, you won't even know that a module is moving. Because do you know why? It is elevated above the ground. As you can see on my screen, these new modules of transportation that we are talking about is elevated above the ground. And it does not need to destroy so many buildings. And you know, when governments want to build any infrastructure, I'm sure you know what happened. They destroy the roads, they destroy the buildings, they destroy everywhere just because they need some kilometers to build your road. Just because they need some kilometers to build just ordinary overhead bridge. They destroy everywhere. But with skyways change transportation technology, I tell you, we don't need to destroy anything. All we need to do is just to give us that narrow way, that narrow road, and we build our technology. Just like I said, it moves with what we also call artificial intelligence, which is called AI. Simply means that it has no driver. You know that without pilots, your airplane can never fly. As we speak currently, without pilots and co-pilots in your airplane, no plane can move. And you know one funny thing? Nowadays, we hear so many planes, crashing all over the places. One just happened recently. But with skyways change transportation system, do you know that we could have avoided all those accidents? Why? Because it moved with what we call artificial intelligence. It does not need anybody. It does not need any human being to function. All it needs is just what? With a click of a button, it takes you to your destination. Just a click of a button, I tell you, you get to your destination. You don't need you don't need anybody to drive it. For instance, if you go to all those big multinational companies, when you go there, you don't need anybody to direct you or to tell you which floor you are going. All you need to do is just to enter the lift. And when you enter the lift, what will you do? You will press whichever floor you are going. Even if it is 5th floor, if it is 7th floor, I tell you, when you are going to the 5th floor, you will not pass 5th floor and go and stop you at 7th floor. Because do you know why? It works with what we call artificial intelligence. All it needs to do is just to click that button and it takes you to your destination. This is the function of artificial intelligence. This is the function of AI in any technology. Now, no more human accident, just like I said, and no more traffic. Let's look at your screen. How on earth will you see any traffic with this new transportation technology? Because do you know why? It is suspended above the ground. It does not use your normal road to walk. All it needs to do, you can see on my screen here, you can see it here. All it needs to do is just to suspend the movement of people, and it takes you to your destination in no time. Now, we are talking about another point again. No more wasting time. Why will you waste time? When something moves with artificial intelligence, and let me tell you how it works. Now, we will have stations. As you can see on my screen, you can see a station here. This is how those stations will be built. When you get to your stations, it stops you and you come down. And when you come down, then the modules continue its movement. It does not need anybody to say, okay, wait for 5 minutes, wait for 10 minutes. The artificial intelligence of these new modules knows that after 10 minutes, it's going to move. Another one will come maybe after 15, 20 minutes. This is how this technology is designed. And do you know one funny thing about this technology again? It can recognize any danger. Kai, this new transportation technology that we are presenting to you tonight, it can recognize danger. Simply means that if there is any danger from afar, this technology senses it and it returns back to the position where it was before. What does that mean? That means that, many people have asked me, what if we have, currently now we are having so many things running in Nigeria, and many people will ask you, what if they do this? What if they blow it up? I tell you, nobody can blow this, because you know why? It works with artificial intelligence. And it has what we call anti-derailment, which can detect any error or anything that might, cause danger to this technology. This is what we call 21st century technology. This is what we call technology that is shaping the world. Now, let me give you an instance. During the COVID-19, many people know about COVID-19. Many people could not go anywhere. We are all at home. Many people was rendered jobless as a result of not going anywhere. Companies could not pay salaries. Many companies liquidated. Why? Because they could not work. Why? Because we are used to physical, seeing each other, seeing everybody in the morning and going at night. But with coronavirus brought, I tell you, coronavirus is a blessing in disguise, because it makes all this new tech, all this new technology to, show us that you don't need to actually move from where you are before you can actually do things. With fiat currency, completely, change the game. It changed the game by introducing forcefully what we call digital currency. This is exactly the same way Skyway Stream Transportation System will change the game. It will automatically change the game in the transportation industry. Just watch and see. Do you know why I said so? Now, who is the richest man in the world currently? Elon Musk is the richest man, right? What does Elon Musk produce? Elon Musk produces electricity car. Now, the question you will ask yourself is, how many of these electricity cars are in African countries, are in all over the world? I tell you, if you count the countries, this electricity car is maybe let's say maybe 15 or 20% of countries. But this same man is the richest man in the world. What does that tell you? That tells you that with artificial intelligence, many things will change. So many things will give way naturally. Naturally, they will give way. Why? Because artificial intelligence will do even much more what a human being can do. I tell you, for instance, if you are going on the road, you will see your traffic light. Your traffic light does not need to tell you stop before you will stop. Do you know why? Because it has a control whereby you need to forcefully succumb to that technology. Willingly, they don't need to force you, except you want to disobey the law. That is when you will forcefully go. But when you see red on your traffic light, what will you do? Naturally, your brain will stop and say, you know what? I need to stop at this point. I can't go further until it turns green. The same thing this new artificial intelligence will do to the transportation industry. It's going to change so many things. It's going to blow people away. Because you know why? With a click of a button, it takes you to your destination. And in no time, you will get there. One funny thing about this technology, just like I said, less in construction building. Now, We hear, in Nigeria, because I'm a Nigerian, so I love to, show example in Nigeria. For instance, when they were building Ibadan Express Road, we hear how many billions, over the years, how many billions they have spent on that road. And up to today, like I tell you, they are still constructing this road. Now, do you know one funny thing? Skyway only need, if you divide that money that they have spent now, Skyway only need 10% of that money to build that same kilometer that they have built from Lagos to Ibadan with Skyway. The same kilometer route that they have built now, Skyway only need 10% to build that same kilometer route to make Skyway function from Lagos to Ibadan. What does that tell you? That tells you that with little amount of money, we can build Skyway in this country. With little amount of money, Skyway can go in all African countries with little amount of money. Skyway does not need billions of dollars to actually build some kilometer roads. All they need is just right way to build and give them that right way, and they build this technology. Let me shock you again. Do you know that with Skyway string transportation technology, if you want to build from Lagos to Ibadan, it takes you just less than a year to build from Lagos to Ibadan. If you want to build Skyway string transportation from Lagos to Ibadan, it takes less than a year. And people move from Lagos to Ibadan in less than 20 minutes. I know you'll be shocked and say, how is it possible? I tell you, with Skyway string transportation technology, you will move from Lagos to Ibadan less than 20 minutes. Yes. Lagos to Ibadan, less than 20 minutes. And guess how much you will pay? You will pay less than maybe 1,000 or 1,500. This is the new technology that we are talking about. Now, that takes me to the cheaper commuter fuel, which I just talked about. The rate at which you'll be boarding the technology is cheap. For instance, for those who are in Lagos, if you want to move from Lagos, which is Ikeja, to Lekki, do you know that you spend only 100 naira from Lagos to Lekki? Which is, from Ikeja to Lekki. That's the amount of money you will pay. If you are moving from Ikeja to Lekki, guess how much you will pay? You will pay just 15 naira. Tell me, when people hear about this, one, what are people concerned? Number one is moving from one place to another in no time. Number two is that they spend less. Now, you see a new transportation technology that will take you from one place to another, which will save your time. Listen, sometimes if you are moving from Lagos, which is Ikeja, to Lekki, you will just forget that that day is only for Lekki. Because do you know why? The traffic jam, the wasting of your time will just end that day. But with Skyway, I tell you, when you move from here to Lekki and you spend 10 minutes, tell me how you cannot touch like 5, 6, 7 places in a day. What does that tell you? That tells you that you will be more productive in what you are doing. You will have less in spending, and it will also save your time in moving from one place to another. This is the reason why Skyway string transportation technology, we tell you, will take about 50% of the world transportation. Quickly, let me move on. Now, we have been talking since morning. We have been, shouting and telling you the functionality of this technology. The question is, who is the brain behind this technology? Who is the person that deem it fit, that says, you know what, let's change the world by bringing another new innovation to this transportation? No other person. I call him the guru. I call him a scientist. I call him the creator of a new technology in our time, engineer Anatoly Yuninsky. This man is a Russian scientist. As you can see on my screen, he's an author and general designer of Yuninsky string transportation technology. 2 projects with UN. He is also a member of USSR. As you can see, over 200 inventions as this man engaged with 200,000 inventions. Tell me, somebody who has devoted his time, he has devoted his energy, his life with invention of technologies. You can see on my screen, this man started this innovation, which is the unique screen transportation, in 1977. This man was 30 years old when he started this technology. I'm sure you can know his age right now. He started the technology when he was 30 years. Now, telling you, the evaluation of this technology that you are seeing currently now is worth over $400 billion by financial independent experts. And that happened on the 20th of May, 2013. Don't forget, I told you, United Nations granted this man grants to develop this project. Now, look at it. The evaluation is over $400 billion, and they granted him fund twice. Guess how much they gave him? Less than $2 million was given to him to build this technology. And we are talking of technology, the intellectual property right of the technology that's worth over $400 billion. Question is, how can that actually make the technology to come to realistic? It is not possible. You can see it right there. $1 million granted by the United Nations between 1978 and 2013. It shows you that this technology, even United Nations, see the future in this technology by committing their hard-earned money, which is in dollars now. About $1 million was committed by United Nations to build this technology. That tells you one thing, that this technology is genuine and real. This technology is what? Is genuine and real. Now, let's move on. Don't forget, I told you that the innovation started in 1977. In 1978, this man started building let me say, a rough sketch. Started developing. Don't forget that he has been part of over 200 inventions. So he has been building it, putting one thing to another to make sure that this technology comes to life. I told you earlier that independent experts valued this technology, how much? For over $400 billion. That happened in 2013. Now, if you look at my screen very well, you will see here 2014. 2014 was when we start what we call pre-developmental stage. Now, let me explain this. Every multinational company go through 3 stages of development. Now, the first one is called the pre-IPO, which is called pre-developmental stage. Now, the second one is IPO, which is called initial public offer. Why the third one is post-IPO? That is when they are doing well on the stock market. And what determines that? 2 things determine post-IPO on the stock market. Number 1, the usability of that technology. And number 2, the popularity of that technology. Those are the 2 things. Go and check Google. If you check Google, what makes Google popular is because of the usability. Many people are using Google today. Now, everybody is knowing Tesla. Why? Because people are using it, the usability and the popularity. So you see what I'm talking about? When people start using things, then you see the popularity, increasing day by day. We are still coming there. Now, don't forget I said, in 2014, this technology, started the pre-developmental stage. And as I speak with you, we are in 2021. Now, the question is, all those stages is divided into 15. The question you will be asking me now is, which stage are they now? I will blow your mind away with that. But very soon, I will tell you. Now, you can see in this 2014, engineering work was going so heavily to the extent that currently, as I speak with you, we have over 1,000 engineers working tirelessly day and night to make sure this technology comes to reality. Over 1,000 engineers. You will know that this is not a joke. If you have a company and you have a staff over 1,000, you will know that that company is not a joke and it's not a small company. Let me shock you. To even manage 50 people, Can you see my screen now? All right, thank you. So, like I was saying, you can see from that 2016 to 2017, then we're at stage 8. Demonstration pack and certification was going on. Because at that point, those modules were built now. Those modules that we are seeing as 3D in 2014 was showcasing, showing them that this is the real thing that we have come to do. This is the real technology that will take 50% of the world transportation system. Now, between 2017 and 2018, something wonderful happened. Something spectacular happened. That was the technology adoption. The question is, who adopt this technology? No other person. And that happened in 2018. No other person. At that point, we were at stage 10. Don't forget, 2016 to 2017, we are still at stage 8. You can see the progression. You can see the progression. Now, between that 2017 and 2018, something spectacular happened. It was around May, so to speak. It was around May. Sorry, 1 minute. Now, something spectacular happened between 2017 and 2018. What happened? The king of Sharjah in United Arab Emirates, he visited, there's a place we call Eco Techno Park, Eco Fest, where we normally have, annual, events every year. We do have annual events every year where people come in, they come to see the wonderful and the great idea of this technology. But you know what happened? The king of Sharjah, which is the United Arab Emirates, came at that time. And when this man came, it was mind-blowing. He saw something he has never saw in the history of United Arab Emirates. Do you know what this man did? He said that he wants to close stage 11. And this man closed stage 11 with $250 million. In stage 11 was closed with $250 million by the king of Sharjah. And do you know why? Because he saw the new innovation. Don't forget, if you go to United Arab Emirates, you will discover that any new technology in the world, you will see it in Dubai. Because do you know why? They are innovation country. They love innovation. Oh my God. These countries love innovation so much. This country love innovation so much. And they are ready to die with any technology that can change their citizen. And this man came, and today, if you go to Sharjah, you will see our technology, building so heavily. They are building heavily in Sharjah. Why? Because it's a new innovation that has never happened in the history of transportation. It has never happened. Building from scratch to finish. Let me shock you. Do you know that skyway string transportation technology built from scratch to finish simply means that they don't need any other external bodies to build the technology? Don't forget, I tell you that they have over 1,000 engineers. That tells you that that is not a joke. It is not a joke at all. And we move, like we used to say, we move from that stage 11. As I speak with you, we are in stage 14.1. Stage 14.1. 2021, we are in stage 14.1. Now, if you calculate from 2014 to 2021, how many years will you get? Barely 7 years. And within 7 years, we have covered 14 good stages. Does that not say something to you? Does that not tell you something? That within 7 years, we have covered 14 stages. Now, let me tell you this. In the next few months, in fact, few days, so to speak, let me shock you. Few days, we'll be moving to stage 14.2. I will tell you the implication of that. I'm going to tell you the implication of moving from stage 14.1 to stage 14.2 for people who don't know what it is all about. I will tell you. Let's move on. I will tell you. Now, that is the history of the pre-developmental stage. Like I said, we are in stage 14.1. Very soon, we are moving to stage 14.2, and I'll tell you that. Now, we are moving. I'm sure you can see my screen. Now, about 83 countries, over 83 countries, has given patent right. What does this mean? Meaning that 83 countries has given right that, you know what, let's blow up this technology in our company or country. Let's blow up this technology in our country. That this is what we need in our country. In fact, we don't need any other thing. We need this technology to start running. And that is the result why we have about 83 countries. So that is why you can see that over 83 countries has given patent rights. So I tell you, if you are still doubting that is Skyway a real project or is Skyway, I tell you, do you think it is a joke when 83 countries says yes to this technology? That tells you that you can see the certification. You can see it on my screen. These are the certification of countries who are saying yes to this technology, that we are flying with this technology. In fact, we are going with this technology. That is that. Now, let's move. Let's quickly move. Can you see my, I'm sure you can see my screen. Okay. Now, the question you are asking me now, that who can invest in this technology? Who are the people that can support this technology? You know, I've shown you so many history. I've told you about how we started, how the technology, you know, was invented, some of the advantages of the technology, what the technology can do that the existing, you know, transportation technology or the existing transportation, you know, industry will not give you. I've given you so many advantages, how it can run faster, how it works with artificial intelligence, how it moves from one place to another, how it saves your time and money. I've given you all that. Now, the question is, how can you become a co-owner of this new transportation technology? Now, we have three kinds of people who can come into this technology. Now, we have what we call individuals. Who are the individuals? Individuals like you and I, that we put our money into this technology and say, you know what, I'm going with this technology. I'm going to give you advantage of that. I'm going to tell you the advantage of investing into this technology. I'm going to break it down and tell you. Now, individual, like I said, you and I, who wants to put their hard-earned money and say, you know what, I want to commit my money here. I can see the future in this technology. I see that this technology is going to not only by giving me help in the future, but by saving the world. Just imagine a technology that will save people from unnecessary accidents. Just imagine a technology that will save people from dying unnecessarily. We have so many people who have died as a result of some people mistakes, unnecessary mistakes, and it has cost so many people's life. And I tell you, with Skyway is telling you that, you know what, with this transportation, we can change all that. We can change the game. Now, we also have what we call corporate institution. Who are the corporate institution? Big business owner, like the richest African, you know, man. I don't want to start mentioning names. You know them. You know all those big whales. They can also come in as a corporate entity to invest in this technology. I know we have them here. We also have them in our room. We have the big whales who are also, you know, interested in this technology, who wants to come in as a corporate entity. You can also do that. Then we have our government. Like I told you earlier, the government of Sharjah, the United Arab Emirates in Sharjah. You can see the government put the money down. You say, what? Come and build this technology in my country. This is the same way that other countries are also embracing this technology to make sure that they come to reality. Now, which platform are they using? They are using what we call crowdfunding to set up this project by bringing people together to make sure that they invest in this technology. So, like I said earlier, three people who can invest. We have the individual, we have the corporate institution, and we have the government who can invest through what we call crowdfunding. And that crowdfunding started in 2014, when the day the developmental stage started was when the crowdfunding started. We have one of our big big investors here is, is the one of the top investor in the world. Number 5, to be precise, is the top 5 investor in the world. We have them in this room, invested in this technology, even when the technology was on paper. Can you imagine? Many people are seeing the technology now and they are still even doubting. We still have the doubting Thomas. And I tell you, this man invested in this technology when the technology was on paper. You can imagine 3D, when people were showing you 3D. In fact, in Nigeria, when we see that, we'll just say, you know what, you need to patch. This is a scam. Because that's what people tend to talk when they see paper. You are showing them paper to come and invest on paper. Why? But this man didn't fit. And the reason why everybody is on Zoom here today is because of the action that this man took. Now, let me tell you the implication of that. Sometimes it takes your action for your word that you are looking at to change. Because do you know why? There are so many destiny who have been attached to you. They are just waiting for that decision that you will take, and everything in their life will change. Like I said, the reason why many of us are on Zoom here today is because of the action this man took in 2014 when he started, when the technology was on paper. The action he took was why we are on Zoom here tonight. I tell you, this man has done great, and that is why I will forever be grateful for what this man has done in the history of Uniski string transportation technology. Now, let's quickly move on. Yes, these are the investments that you can put in to become a co-owner. Now, let me break it down. Let me let you understand this. Now, I've been talking that co-owner. The question you are asking me is, who is the co-owner? What is co-owner? How can we become co-owner? Now, co-owner are people who are sharing the intellectual property right of a particular commodity or a particular product. Now, for instance, let's assume that you have a plot of land. And no, you have an estate. Let me put it that way. You have an estate which has virgin lands. They are virgin lands. Nothing has been built there. You bought it, acres of lands, you bought it, and now you want to use it as an estate. You have the capacity, the idea, the innovation to turn it to an estate. But you know what? You don't have the money to build it, to make it an estate. Do you know what you now do? You now said, you know what? My friends, you now started calling your friends. So person, do you know what? This is the innovation. This is the idea I have. I want this city to become one of the beautiful cities in the world. But I have the brain. I know the technical know-how on how that, estate will become a big and wonderful innovation in the world. But you don't have the money to build them. And you are calling them, you know what? Please bring your money, come and buy some portions of land here. And when you buy the portions of land, you build the technology. You build the land, you build to make it a building, and it becomes your own. What does that tell you? Indirectly, this man is still the owner of that estate. But that portion of land that has been sold is no more for him. It becomes the property right of the owner of the new person that bought the land. I hope you are getting it. Simply means that anybody that buys land from that estate becomes a owner of that particular land and also that estate indirectly. This is exactly the same concept that Skyway, which is the Uniski string transportation technology, is giving to you tonight. That if only you can just buy some units of these shares, it becomes your own forever. I'm sure you heard what I said. I said, when you buy any unit in this technology, that unit that you bought, it becomes your own forever. One implication, if you sell it, then it's no more your own. As long as it is still there, recording your name, forever, it will be yours. That's the meaning. So any packages or any units you are coming in with, that makes you a co-owner of this new transportation technology. It becomes your own forever. And do you know what? Your great-grandchildren will also benefit. We are coming to that side. Now, these are the packages that you can go for. We have the one called InnoTrans. Now, this InnoTrans is what we call 3-in-1. 3-in-1 in the sense that you have the opportunity to pay $1,000 for 3 consecutive months. And when I mean 3 consecutive months, simply means that if you pay, like today is 1st of June 2020, that means your next payment must be on or before 1st of July. When you pay that, they increase the unit they are giving you. When you start, they start with 33 units, which is 33,000 units. I beg your pardon. When you pay on or before the 1st of next month, they give you another unit, which is 38,000 allotment unit. When you pay the third one, they increase the unit again, and they give you 47,000 allotment unit. If you multiply or if you plus all these units together, that gives you about 118,000 allotment unit. This is a big unit that can change your entire world. When I mean your entire world, we are coming there. I will tell you how this technology can change your entire world and your entire generation yet unborn. You know, many of us, we have been clamoring, we have been praying to God, Father, please give me a business that can change my life, that can make me to leave inheritance for my children's children. Now, this is another opportunity that is on the table for you right now, tonight, that can change your world, that can change everything about you. We are coming there. Now, we have the quick start. The quick start, you can do $300 for 2 months, and you will get 18,000 allotment unit. We also have the kid and the students. Now, the kid and the students we are talking here are underage. Simply means that those who are not up to 18 years. So even if the person is 18 years, it says that kid and student package is not meant for them. Even when you tend to claim, you know, sometimes even when you see 18 years old adults, you still say that they are students, they are young. But I tell you, when you become 18 years, you are already an adult. Simply means you can take decision. So kid and student package are meant for underage who are 17 below. So those are the packages meant for them. Now, which are the other packages do we have? We have another packages which is called the premium. These are for the big whales. I'm sure we have so many big whales in this Zoom meeting today. We have them plenty in this Zoom meeting. We have the premium one, which we have about $150,000, which will give you 8,550,000 units. You can see them right on my screen. You can see them. We have the one for 100,000, which will give you 5.4 million. We have the one for $50,000, which will give you 2.6 million allotment unit. We have the one for $25,000. It's going to give you 1.25 thousand, 50,000 allotment units. So these are the packages we have. We have the other one, which is called the instrumental package. Now, this instrumental package gives you opportunity to pay instrumentally. You know, some people will say, I don't have that kind of money. I cannot put that kind of money. Don't worry yourself. This package will give you opportunity to pay at your own leisure time. Simply means that every month you have a committed, you know, investment which you need to put in your money. Sometimes we put our money in the bank, and let me tell you the implication of putting your money in the bank. I'm not saying it's not good. It is very, very good, very okay to put your money in the bank. But one of the implications of putting your money in the bank is this. Now, before now, if you have 5 million in the bank last year, 5 million naira in the bank last year, I can categorically tell you and authoritatively tell you that as at today, that your 5 million is no more 5 million. Because do you know why? What 5 million will buy last year is not what 5 million will buy you this year. Do you know why? Because of the reduction in naira. Because the money has been devalued. Simply means that the rate in foreign exchange, you know, getting devalued every day. So when you have your money kept in a place and you are not investing it, the implication is that you are making that money to be devalued. And I will tell you that with even the lowest package here, how you can make so much money. We are going to do that. We are going to do that. We are going to do that. Now, we are moving on. So these are the instrumental packages you can buy. We have the lowest one here, which is $250, which we allow you to pay $50 every month. You can make it a commitment. Even when you are not doing this investment for yourself, do it for your generation yet unborn. Remember what Paolo did in Coca-Cola. Today, his great-grandchildren are still benefiting from it. This is the opportunity on the table for you right now. This is the opportunity on the table for you right now. Now, this is another investment. These ones are one-off. Simply means that you need to pick it once and it goes. We have, you can see on my screen, we have the one for $200, $350, $500, depending on whichever one you want to pick. We have them like that, and which you can go for. Now, many people will ask me, after investment, after we have finished our investment, what is next? What is next? What will be the proof that we have actually invested in this technology? Now, if you look at my screen vividly, if you look at it very well, you will see different 2 certificates. Now, these 2 certificates will be issued for you. Now, the first one that you saw on my screen, which was showing transferred, simply means that this, you will get it at your back office. Now, this shows that you are a co-owner of this new transportation technology. Now, let me tell you the potentiality of this certificate, because there was a time somebody was asking me that how can we know that this is real, this is genuine. Now, if you look at this certificate very well, you will see that it is a Class A shares. Now, go to your Google. Go and Google Class A shares, and you will see the meaning of Class A shares. Class A shares are given to VIP investors. Go and check it. Class A shares are given to people who are highly respected. VVIP. Class A shares are meant for them. That means those who have come, to believe in the system. Those who have come to say, you know what, this technology, I better go with it. Those are the people giving what we call Class A share. And this is the certificate you will be given after you have completed your investment. Now, this second certificate will be shipped to you, to your location, wherever you want them to ship it to. This called Eurasian Rail Skyway System Holding Limited. This second certificate will be shipped to you with just $10 or $30, depending on whichever courier service you want to use. So this is the evidence of your payment. And you know what? Your name will be in the registrar of Uniski String Transportation Technology. Simply shows that you are a co-owner of Uniski String Transportation Technology. This is the advantage on the table for you. This is the opportunity that we are showing you. Now, what are your benefits as a co-owner? I'm sure you want to ask me this question. What will be my benefit as a co-owner? Don't forget, I told you the meaning of co-owner. Co-owner simply means those who believe in the brain of this technology, and they are co-owning it by purchasing some of the allotment units that is on the table at the pre-IPO stage, which means pre-developmental stage, currently which we are in now. Those who believe in it are going to pick it up. Now, you can see on my screen, international dividends. I told you earlier that when you put your money in the bank last year, this year it will not be the same. But the implication of investing in this technology is that you will be getting a quarterly dividend, which is international dividends. Simply means that your money will be coming in foreign exchange. Now, let me give you an instance. Let's say, for instance, now, last year, I think dollar is, in Nigeria currency, is ranging between 380, 390. Today, you see dollars ranging 500 and something. Imagine you have an investment that they are paying you in dollars quarterly, and the dollar lands into your account, and you want to change it to your local currency. What happened? Simply means that you are changing the value of your currency at that current value. You see the increase in share capitals for you. You see the increase. You see the increase in your own share capital value, which takes me to the second point. Increase in share capital value simply means that the appreciation that will occur on the investment that you have done will be mind-blowing. Now, the third one is that you can also use it for a collateral for international loan. Probably you have a project, a big, massive project that you want to do, and you don't have the money. Do you know that this investment will serve as a collateral for you to get that international loan? I'm sure that not all multinational companies will give you this option to do. Not all multinational companies. Go and find out. Not all multinational companies. Now, liquidation. You also have the opportunity to liquidate. Simply means that you said, you know what, you are tired of this project that you want to. I'm sure you cannot even be tired, because by the time you see the loads of dollars entering into your account, you cannot be tired. So, but you have the option of liquidating. Simply means that you want to quit the shares. You want to sell off your shares. The company gives you opportunity, and you sell it off, and you take your money and you move. You understand? So we also have what we call generational assets. Now, this takes me to a wonderful, information. Like I said few minutes ago, sometimes many people are praying, Father, give me opportunity to leave inheritance for my children's children. This unique string transportation technology will give you the opportunity to leave inheritance for your children. Simply means that even when you are no more, your great-grandchildren will still be committed to this investment. Just like Awolowo did. Many people know Awolowo, or even if you don't know him, you have heard about him, Awolowo, what he has done in the past and all that. Awolowo invested in Coca-Cola years back. Today, as long as you drink a Coke or a bottle of Coca-Cola, you are giving his great-grandchildren money to sustain their life. That's what it means. Simply means that when you invest in this technology, even your great-grandchildren that you don't even know where they exist now, they will also come and benefit in this technology. So we also have another one which is called optional reward, which is the reward which will be coming from the company on a regular basis, but that will be determined by the company. So these are the opportunities on the table for you. Now, let's talk about the past opportunity that you have lost. And this is where the real money is. Now, look at this, my screen vividly. Look at it very well. You will see that before now, the current price. Now, I was sharing with you other time that you get what we call Class A shares. Now, in Google, we also have what we call Class A shares, which is one of their certificates. Now, if you look at it, their current value, the current value of Google is ranging about 2,279.1 cents. Now, let's just imagine that Google, when Google started in their pre-IPO, you started with them and you invested $1,000. And that $1,000 will give you about 10,000 units. Don't forget that I show you Skyway. That Skyway also have some allotment units which you will get now. Like for instance, if you invest this same $1,000 in Skyway now, it will give you 31,000 allotment units. Now, but in Google, let's assume, this is just an assumption, that time you invested in Google with $1,000 and it gives you about 10,000 allotment units. Do you know what your money will have become? Your worth today will have become $22,790,100 on the stock market. Just imagine that this is your worth currently on the stock market. Calculate that in your local currency. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you calculate this money in your local currency, I know even if you use your calculator now, you will see what your calculator will be telling you right now. This is the lost opportunity that many of us could not key in. Why? Because we don't even know that they exist. Not until two things I told you on what determines the post-IPO, the popularity and the usability of the technology. And which Google is very popular. Many of us use Google daily. Daily we use Google. Now, quickly, let's move straight. Coca-Cola that I was telling you that Paolo invested. Now, currently, Coca-Cola is trading at 54.1 per shares. Now, if you have invested in Coca-Cola and you have a 50,000, you have a 50,000 unit, your worth today will have become $2,708,500 on the stock market. This will have become your worth. Now, if you look at the down screen, you will see X dividend payout. Now, the dividend that was paid out for that same unit, because dividend is calculated based on the unit you have. So, for instance, let's say you have 50,000 units. That means your dividend, which is 0.42 cents, multiplied by 50,000 units that you have, which gives you $21,000. Calculate that in your local currency, and this is what you get every quarter. Simply means that you will get the same amount of money 4 times in a year. Tell me the business that you want to be doing, that you will not struggle with anything. You will not do anything. All you need to do is just to put your money there, and your money is working for you. You see why I say that your generation yet unborn will not be poor again if you do this. You see the reason why our great-grandchildren will continue to make massive wealth even when they are not doing anything. During COVID-19, those people make good money, and many people were clamoring, COVID-19, it has destroyed companies, it has all this, and they are busy making money at the comfort of their house as a result of what their great-grandfather has done. You can also do this for your great-grandchildren, and I tell you, even when you are no more, they will continually pray for you. Now, let's move. Amazon, the same thing with Amazon. You can see the calculation. If you have invested in Amazon with 50,000 units, you will have gotten this amount, which is about $166,732,500. So these are the lost opportunities that we have lost. Now, you will want to say, in Nigeria, do we even have the company? Is the company existing? Now, this is it. The company is standing in Nigeria with the name Skyward Community Innovation Transport Africa Limited. We have incorporated the company. You can see we have met with Lagos State 3 times to see how this technology can be built. And we already have 2 piloted projects from Maryland to International Airport and from Lekki to Ekpe Axis. Now, you can see at my right screen, you will see that we have the former president, who is no other person but Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. He is also a co-owner in this technology. With all the investment that this old man has, he's still investing in a new innovation idea. This is to tell you that people are innovating. Those who you think cannot do it are even still investing. If this old papa who has so much money is still investing, this should give you a concern that this is the time you need to come in as a co-owner. Now, you can see this is the ambassador to the technology in person of Ambassador Christian. He is the ambassador to Nigeria. He believed in this technology so much to the extent that he resides here in Nigeria. And he also married one of our own, who is now, this man that you are seeing is now the Otumba Tunushe in somewhere in Ekiti. I tell you, these people are changing the narrative in the transportation industry. This Barrister Uche, who is the vice president to this company. The company has been incorporated. You can see these shares at the incorporated certificate here at the right hand of my hand. So this is the wonderful idea that we are presenting to you this evening. This is the new innovation. Now, you can also see we have our office in Ibadan. This is the new office that we have in Ibadan. When we were commissioning it, you can see the ambassador, you can see so many, great innovation and idea that we are talking about. So this is the opportunity you need to come in and becoming a co-owner of this new transportation technology, sharing the opportunity and also making people to know that this technology will take about 50% of the world transportation system. This technology is not a joke, it's something that is, going to change the world. Now, I was telling you one thing, that as we speak, we are stage 14.1. This month, exactly 21st of June, something spectacular will happen. We are moving the stage from stage 14 to from 14.1 to stage 14.2. Now, you will ask me, what is the implication of moving from stage 14.1? Now, this tells you that the company is progressing and the company is moving so fast. Now, the implication of that, for those who are not keying as a co-owner of this new transportation technology, is that the unit that I was showing you earlier will be reduced. Simply means that if you are coming in now and you want to invest $1,000, which will give you about 31 to 33,000 allotment unit, the company, when they move to stage 14.2, they might reduce it to 20,000. What does that mean? That means about 11,000 might be removed from the current unit that you might have get. Calculate $11,000 in Naira or in your local currency, and you will see what you will get. That is a massive money that can change your generation. What am I saying? I'm telling you that if you want to be serious about this technology, you don't have time to waste at all. You have limited time. In fact, you have less than 15 days now. I think you have less than 15 days to finish up what I'm talking about. In 15 days, you will lose a whole lot of allotment unit. For you not to lose it, you need to what? To go back to the person that invited you to this Zoom meeting. Tell them that you want to commit yourself into this technology by becoming a co-owner. Just tell them that you want to become a co-owner. Co-owner simply means you want to invest. And they will tell you practical procedure on how you can come in as a co-owner of this new transportation technology, how this technology can also change your generation yet unborn. I tell you, it's going to be mind-blowing when you do this. Even when you are at your grave, at your older age, your great-grandchildren will be praying for you and say, our grandfather has done something that some grandfather has not done. So this is the opportunity on the table. This is the advantage of the technology. And right about now, I just want to leave room for question and answer. If you still have any question and answer, if you're still, having doubt that, are you sure this technology will work? How is this technology? In short, we have answer for all your questions, and we are ready to take up that challenge by raising up your hand. Just raise up your hand and let's see if you have any question. So please, if you have any question in the room, kindly raise your hand in the chat box or use the all those functions key, and let's deal with your question now. So if you have a question in the house, please kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. Do we have any question? Okay, let me check the chat room now and see some of the questions we have. Okay, let me start with, please, can you share the company links with me? Yes, please, Mr. Kusi, you need to go back to the person that invited you to this Zoom meeting. They will give you all the technology aspects and the link you are going to use to do your due diligence on how this technology works and how this technology can be a benefit to you. So please go back to the person that showed you this opportunity. The person will tell you how you can do that. Then another, and don't forget, very important, there is a question that says that, please, hope we are yet to complete our payment. Please not lose per unit of the shares we are paying for, as you say we are moving to stage 14.2 in 15 days. Yes, you don't have anything to worry about. And let me say this, for those who will be picking the package now, whether you are picking outright or you are picking instrumental, you will not lose your package. You will not lose any allotment units. The best time to key in now is now. When you key in now, I can assure you that you are not losing anything. you will get all the allotment unit that is attached to the current investment. So you don't have anything to worry about. That's Techno Camo 12. You don't have anything to worry about, I tell you. But once we move to stage 14.2, that game is over. It simply means that the shares will be reduced and you'll be buying at a reduced unit. But it's the same amount of money. Don't get it wrong. You are using the same amount of money to buy a reduced allotment unit. That's the implication. If you are not coming in now to be a co-owner of this Skyway or Uniski String Transportation Technology. Please, what is the correct calculation of dividends? Now, the correct calculation of dividend is that you'll be getting your dividend quarterly. I mentioned it earlier that you'll be getting it quarterly. It simply means that you are getting it 4 times in a year. You are getting it 4 times in a year. You can help me do the calculation now. Just help me do the calculation that let's assume that you invested in Skyway and you invested $1,000 and Skyway currently now will give you about 33,000 allotment units. Now, when Skyway move into the stock market, now the unit becomes shares for you on the stock market. Now, when it becomes shares for you, the dividend that will be accrued to you will be determined by the profit the company make. Now, here is it. The profit the company make is what they will share among the co-owners. So then let's now assume that the company make a whole lot of money and the unit, the per unit or per unit, yes, in per unit they will be sharing to each and every one is, let's assume that 0.50, which is 50 cents. Let's assume that 0.50, which is 50 cents, is what will be accrued to 1 unit. Simply means that if you have 33,000 allotment units, multiply 33,000 times 50 cents, which is 0.50. Multiply it, what you get is what you'll be getting every quarterly. Simply means that that is possible that you get that times 4 in a year. Add it together, and that will be your dividend for that year. That will be your dividend for that year. And I'm sure by the time you calculate that, you will know that this is not a joke. This is not something you can toy with. You cannot afford to miss it. You can't. You need to do what? To make sure that you become a co-owner of this technology. So we have another question. He said, please, I am raising my hand. Okay, Mr. Camo 12, please. Okay, you can unmute yourself now and ask your question, sir. Camo 12, please, kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. Camo 12, please, if you're in the room, unmute yourself and ask your question. Camo 12. Okay, and let's go to Mr. Adewale. Mr. Adewale, unmute yourself and ask your question. Mr. Adewale, ask your question now, sir. Mr. Adewale, ask your question. Can you hear me? Okay, they said the admin does not permit. Okay.
Hello, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead,
this is Wale on the line.
Mr. Wale.
Please, please, I want to ask a question. I'm doing since last month for $2,000. Are you listening to me?
Yes, yes.
But I registered it during the time 66,000 units will be times 2, which is going to be 132 or so after the payment finishes. But last on the 23rd of May, my money was due. But I've been trying to pay my money, but it was hanging, it was delaying until the following, this last Sunday. Before I could, this Monday, I just paid it. So I'm not looking at the hope it's not going to affect my
Hope it's not going to affect your unit.
Yes, and the unit and the bonus.
Okay, sir.
Because
it is not going to
I pay, because I set it now, and I set it that the payment should be automatic.
Auto payment.
Yes, auto payment, so that it's, I don't want the something to
understand
to happen again.
Okay, Mr. Wale, that's a very nice one, and I can assure you that you will not miss any of your units as long as the company sense that you have made your payments. The company will always keep to their rules, and they will always keep to their word. Once an allotment unit has been reserved for you, they will not give it to another person. That allotment unit can be assured that it will be for you and for you alone. So you don't have anything to be worried about. But my only advice is that make sure you pay ahead. Always pay ahead of time to avoid doing late payments. So kindly pay ahead of time, which will help you, sir.
Okay, including the bonus.
Your bonus, you will get everything, sir. You will get your bonus. If you have any bonus, you will get your bonus. Yes, sir. You will get it. All right. So, Mr. Camo 12, can we hear you now?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Kayode.
Okay, good to hear you.
I actually bought my reservation, my unit in January, for 100,000 units for $1,000. 1,000.
Wow.
Yes, $1,000 for 100,000 units, which was an opportunity I quickly grabbed. Actually,
you can see now. If you want to get if you want to get that same unit, you see how much you will get it now.
Exactly. Sincerely, I'm very happy. Well, my question is this: I'm supposed to pay the money for 5 months, actually, which was supposed to end last month, May. But unfortunately, I couldn't complete the money. I just paid $900 instead of $1,000, which I will complete the money within this month of June. So I want to ask, will it not affect me in any way? Because I was supposed to complete the payment last month.
Okay. For now, if you are still seeing the unit there, it simply means that they are still reserving it for you. And I can tell you that once you make your payment, you will not lose it. You will still have all your units complete. But my only worry is that please don't try and see how you can make that payment so that they don't cancel it. Because once they cancel it, you will lose it. So please, and you can see that it's an opportunity for you.
I will do that. I will do that.
Please try every possible to make sure that you secure it, that it's not cancelled.
Yes, I will do that.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Adeniyi John, please unmute yourself now and ask a question. Mr. Adeniyi John.
Hello, good evening.
Adeniyi, yes, good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Please. There is one thing I don't understand about this 14.2. I can see 14.2 as maybe it's loading. Maybe we are entering 14.2 stage. We have been in 14.1 since last year, right? But in one of the videos recorded on YouTube channel that I reviewed, in the video, it is said that maybe in 4 to 5 months' time, that was last month, that we are entering stage 15. And I also view a video where the anatomy university said that stage 2 stage 15 may still take up to a little bit time. But what my question there is that is stage 14.2 we are entering in 15 days time going to still be forwarded and we're going to enter the stage 15 in the next maybe 2 to 3 months, or the stage 15 has been moved forward to further notice. I don't just know, I don't understand the it's like it's what I'm reading on the app. It's like it's
okay. Let me explain that. Let me explain that.
I just need an explanation.
Thank you. Let me explain that. Now, what you are seeing, this is it. What you are seeing. Don't get confused, sir. What you are seeing is that if you watch that Uniski video very well, he was saying that the modules which is the high unit speed, for them to build and construct it, for them to make it satisfy that people will be using it, it takes about 2 years to build that, which is part of stage 15 process. Are you getting it now? Now, stage 15,
Yes.
which many people are saying now, the aspect we are talking about is the fund aspect. For instance, let me give you an instance. Let's assume that in stage 15, it's just an instance, that we need 500 naira in Nigeria local currency to finish stage 15. And we have some big ways who are saying that, me, I will leave I can give 200 naira. Me, I can give 100 naira. Me, I can give 50 naira. Me, I can give 30 naira. And people are, contributing like that, just like we are doing now. Once everybody buy it off and make the payment finish, everything has finished. Simply means that stage 15 is not determined by time. It's determined by we, the investors. That if somebody comes today and say, you know what, I want to buy off the whole stage 15, that ends the pre-developmental stage. It ends it. Are you getting it now, sir? So it is not determined by time. It is determined by the people who are in the system or who are coming in to come and, finish off this whole stage. Remember, I told you in 2018, the king of Charger bought the whole stage 11 and he shot the stage 11 and they moved from stage 10 to stage 12. This is the same way. And let me give you the news that some people are already, they are already negotiating stage 15. And once they buy it, it closes the stage automatically. Even if we move to stage 14.2 on the 21st of this month, and somebody comes and said he wants to buy it on the 20th of this month, it finishes. There will be no more any stage anymore. That finished the whole stage. Now, the patented and the certification of the high speed is what the UNESCO is talking about, that it might take 2 years, not the investment or the pre-developmental stage. No, it is not the pre-developmental stage. It is the certification and also the building of the uni speed that we are seeing. I hope that is very clear now, sir. Mr. Denny, I hope you are very clear now. Okay, let's move to Kenny. Kenny, please, if you're in the house, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Abiola.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, please, pertaining to the investment,
yes, sir.
Is there anything like maybe a time frame? Let's say your investment date is 15th of every month, and maybe on the 14th, you could not meet up. Even on the 15th, you could not meet up. Is there any maximum grace that is given so that you don't lose your investment? Is there any maximum grace? Maybe 2 days, 3 days, maybe, or 1 week, or 14 days, or thereabouts? Do you understand my question?
Okay, thank you so much. That is an intelligent question. Thank you so much, sir. It is an intelligent question, and I love that question. It's good. Yes, let me say something about it, sir. Now, I was sharing earlier that when you invest, you can also do monthly investment, whereby you'll be committing your money every month. Now, let's assume that you invested today, 1st of June, 2021, and your next payment should be on or before 1st of July, 2021. And what happened? God forbid you find out some eventuality which you don't expect before, and you could not pay that money that same day. Now, here is the implication. The implication is that the company, before now, they give grace that, you know what, let's give grace of maybe 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, up to 1 week. But now that they want to move to stage 14.2, I wouldn't know what the implication will be now. But before this time, they give grace of at least 1 week. But now the implication is that if they are moving to stage 14.2, I won't want to give an information that people will now lose their investment. They will say, this is what this man said. Currently now, I cannot tell you authoritatively that this is what will happen. But before now, the company gives at least a week grace for people to make up their payments. So my only advice is that people should try as much as possible to make sure that they meet up with that date so that they don't lose their investments. I hope I've been able to answer your question, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, I hope you're an investor.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
That's good. All right, sir.
Thank you very
so
much.
Sir. Thank you thank you for gracing this occasion. All right. And do we still have any other question? Okay. Before we call it a day, we have some of our great leaders here. We have them plenty here. I tell you, I'm afraid to start calling names now. These are the leaders that have shown so much commitment. We have Donatus, Bridget, Antonia, and this woman, she's a dogged, I mean, when I mean dogged leader, you know, she go all out to make sure that this technology is flying in the city of Ibadan. We also have one of our great leader, Igbedu, Mr. Sunday Igbedu. This man, you know, have been apostle of this technology, you know, some years now, and is making sure that this technology move all over the states. So we have so many great leaders here, which I will not have having time to start calling them one after the other. Do we have Madam Victoria here? Madam Vicky, are you in the room? Madam Vicky, are you in the room? Okay. So hi. In the okay, is that Madam Vicky?
Yes. Hi, Abiola.
Oh, wow. This is Madam Vicky all the way from from Kenya. This woman is a wonderful woman. Please, ma, just say one or two things before we call it a day, ma.
Thank you very much, Abiola, and I hope everyone is doing good, getting back onto our feet as Kenyans for now. And I'm so proud of you. You have grown so much with more and proper information for us. Thank you so much for that presentation and endless effort with all the team there, with Mary and everyone. We've been a bit out of touch, but we are continuing to the good gospel of UNISKI. Actually, we are not worried at all. I will urge everyone in the room to have their time to get proper information, continuing into these different stages now. We are excited day by day when we hear the progressing of this technology. I cannot wait myself to visit you guys and to visit Sharjah, which has become the interest of so many people in the nations to see this technology. And I would thank also our top leader, SAMMY Arugudande, who has been also been on top of these things. He has been mentoring us. We have invested and we are continuing to invest. Guys, I will urge everyone, all my brothers and sisters in this Zoom meeting today, let's have more information and continue to invest, because this is a bomb. This is a technology of our time and of our generation. So much has been said. The benefits are there. We can't even uncountable. So let's get into it and continue to also tell our brothers and sisters wherever they are to continue investing. Thank you so much, Abiola. I really appreciate you guys. I cannot even thank you enough. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Let it take a few more years or a few more months, but I'm sure we are getting there somehow. who are we to be in a hurry, yeah, to get even dividends? Look at our top leaders, Ene, SAMMY, they have been there since 2014. They're still standing, they're still energetic because they know what it is. This is a technology, more than a technology. Thank you so much. Back to you, Abiola.
Thank you, Madam Vicky. It's always a pleasure having you on this Zoom meeting, rocking the Kenya, One day, trust me, we are coming to come and bombard Kenya. In fact, we are flying, if not because of the coronavirus, and so we'll have been to Kenya, but very soon we'll be visiting with our team and everyone is coming. So thank you so much, and it's a pleasure having you at this Zoom meeting. Then we have one of our leader, Mr. Yemeri. This man is also a great leader. This man has been apostle of this technology, flying this technology, making sure that this technology, move from one level to another. Mr. Yemeri, please, you have 1 or 2 minutes to just say something about this technology. Over to you, sir.
Hello, guys. How are you? My name's Nyimiri. I'm calling from Kenya, Mombasa. I'm with my leader, Madam Vicky, and we are working together to continue spreading the gospel about this good technology. One thing happened to me. I have one of my downlink who passed away, and he was a very prominent person who was buying so many shares. I think he had two packages, and he was about to add another one. So I'll get in touch with Vicky so that she can advise me further before I go and do a presentation to the family members. He retired from his work in February, and he had started getting his pension, and he was about to increase more packages. But I discussed this matter with Major Daniel, but I have not yet discussed it with Vicky. However, I find more time, discuss with Vicky, and then she'll advise me further on the way forward. However, we've been having a setback because of Corona, but many people are going back to business because in Kenya, the COVID restrictions have started being lifted up and business is coming back to normal. And therefore, we are hoping for many prospects who are going to buy more packages and continue with their payment. Otherwise, Mr. Abiola, this is my first time to see you presenting. I think SAMMY did a very wonderful job training you people. We are so happy and glad that we have more members who can do a similar presentation like SAMMY. So thank you so much, and I hope that we shall continue communicating. Thank you so much. Back to you, Abiola.
Thank you, Mr. Yemeri. That was a very wonderful one there, and I pray that may the soul of the dead rest in perfect peace. And I tell you, this thing that this man has done, he has laid a good foundation for his generation yet unborn. What this man has done, they will see the ripple effect. I tell you, when skyway stream transportation technology is, giving the reward of the hard labor that this man has done. They might not know it now, but I tell you, this man has lived something that can sustain even the generation yet unborn down. So this is the opportunity that we are talking about. I want to pray for the family that the God will uphold them and strengthen them. So thank you, Mr. Yemeri. That was a very nice one there. Before we call it a day, let me just call one leader too. He's a very dogged leader here in Nigeria. This man, I love him so much. He also has passion. In person of Mr. Sunday Igbedu. Igbedu, please, can you unmute yourself and say 1 or 2 things before we wrap up this meeting? Mr. Igbedu, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abiola. I appreciate this privilege. I won't take it for granted. I want to also appreciate our leader, Honorable SAMMY Aruga Dande. Be present or absent, I want to really appreciating. In the course of your presentation, you said something that thank God for Honorable Sammy, who said yes to this opportunity. If not, many of us wouldn't have been privileged to see this opportunity. It's good I draw our mind back to the fact that Honorable Sammy invested into this technology when they cannot even interpret the writing in the website because it was still in Russian. So they have to do translating with Gongo from Russia to English before they can invest. And when they want to, anything they are putting on the site, they will translate from English back to Russian. Now that gives you an idea of something here, that leaders, they see far ahead and take certain steps before the whole crowd start coming on board. If you are here and you are still wondering whether this opportunity will benefit you or not, I think your wondering should be in the right direction. You need to just key in. You need to key in. Much has been said. We Africans should wake up. We should not allow us to be dumping ground again. We should wake up to the reality on ground. This is an opportunity. In fact, many of us may not understand this, but just look beyond the now to when the implementation of this technology in our individual jurisdiction will be carried out. The mass job creation that it will bring. Toyota, for example, will manufacture the Toyota in their country and they will bring it for us to buy. We keep sending money to them and sending money to them. But this is a technology that we have the privilege. If we take our position properly, we can build it in our own jurisdiction, just like as plans are already going on in Nigeria. I understand plans are already also going on in Ghana. Kenya is doing their strategic work to also see how they can implement. Let's join forces. Let's share more. Let's bring more people in. And let's see how we can build it. The emphasis is not just only on the area of you enjoying dividend. Let's also build it. People are dying in auto crash. Let's also build it here. As we are making the money, we will also be happy that we are using it to move both passengers and cargo from one location to the other. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Take it away from me.
Thank you, Mr. Sunday Igbedu. As you can hear, these are the great leaders that are pushing this technology and saying, you know what, this technology, all Africans must participate. You know, gone are the days when Africans is a dumping ground, like some of our leaders always say. Before now, any youth technology, we only land after they are finished using it, it will now land in Africa. But I tell you, in Skyway, Africans are the forefront of this technology, and we are not going back. This technology, we must see the implementation of this technology, not only in the world, but here in Africa. This technology must go all around Africa. And I tell you, the generation yet unborn, we say, yes, we have done a good deed, even when we are no more. So thank you, great leaders in this room. We can see the time is fast spent. We started this Zoom around 7 and we have spent almost 2 hours. And these 2 hours, I tell you, is not a waste. It has been a productive hour. So please tell your friends about this technology. Tell your colleagues, tell your loved ones, let them participate in this technology. I tell you, they will pray for you after now. Even your enemy, try and connect them together. Let them see how this technology can benefit them. If you tell your enemy about this technology and they invested and they have money, I tell you, they will not even see you again. They will not become your enemy again because you have shown them the opportunity. So this is an avenue, it's a playing ground for everybody, you know, to play with. This technology can contain everybody in as much as you are seeing the positive opportunity that is in this technology. So thank you so much. Once again, thank you, Madam Vicky, Mr. Yomeri, thank you so much. Antonia, we have Igbedu. Thank you all the leaders. I cannot be mentioning names here because we have them so many here. And thank you for one of our great leaders, who is Honorable SAMMY Narogundade, who has given us this opportunity once again to make us to see the potentiality that Africans have in this technology. Thank you so much. We'll forever and continually appreciate you, sir. So we are also greeting some of our leaders, who is Pastor Ene Udo. This man is also one of, if this man, in fact, if this man anchor, Zoom meeting, you won't want to leave there, because this man will be giving it to you, how this technology can benefit your generation yet unborn. Appreciation also goes to our ambassador, who is Ambassador Christian. He's our own now. We have adopted him now as our own. Now I can categorically tell you that he's a citizen of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So thank you all the leaders. It has been a wonderful ride. It has been an awesome time, to be with you. So we'll be having this often, I tell you, and it is going to be mind-blowing. So thank you once again. I'm sure we are good to go now. So please, for those who have not invested, please kindly go back to the person that invited you into this Zoom meeting. Tell them you want to become a co-owner. Just tell them that I want to become a co-owner. And I tell you, they will give you procedure and tell you how you can become a co-owner of this new multinational technology that was valued over $400 billion. So thank you, and let's see you some other time. So bye-bye from my hand. Thank you so much.
Use Skyway, save the planet.
Yes, build Skyway, save
the planet.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.